Yo, yo, yo. What's good? What's good? It's Stormy B Man, and I am back. Welcoming you to the Tuesday Tussle for this Tuesday, December 23rd, 2025. We're calling this evening's episode Making the Grade. Yeah. You know, when you talk about making the grade, that's actually passing the elements and tests that happen along the way in your travels in boxing. As we're talking about certain contenders, certain pretenders, certain prospects, as well as champions and title holders. You know, they're all inclusive in this, and a lot of them don't fare very well. When you break out the report card on these guys, there's a lot that they leave on the table, huh? And so we're going to talk about that a little bit. No one in particular, but it's happening in the sport. Just as we're seeing the pound for pound, the current pound for pound champion, Terrence Bud Crawford, as he is about to retire from the sport, and he's looking to pass on consideration to someone else in the sport. You know, we don't get to see the baton get passed enough, but Bud seemingly is willing to do so, and he's given the likes of none other than Devin Haney the consideration of passing that torch. And that's a great thing. It's a great thing. So we'll talk about this a little bit this evening. I'm trying to see if I could go up on my list here. Let's see if I can pull this file up. It may be present, may not be. But we'll see if we can get this up here. Let's see here. Where are we? There may be another way to do this. Come on in, people. Smash that like button as you get into the building. Talk some boxing with you guys this evening. Let's see here. I'll try to get an image file. Let's see if this video file. Numbers top 10. 2025. Let's see here. Maybe this will work for us. See, I'm still learning how to maneuver on the StreamYard, because I need to be able to post my graphics and everything. Let's see, Thunderous 2025. Most recent. Did not go through. So let's try to put this up here. That is not the one. Or maybe it is. I'll leave that up there for right now. Good evening, everyone. This is a Thunderous top 10 list that I had put together, compiled several weeks ago. And this was before the news came down that Terrence Bud Crawford would be retiring. So as we go into New Year 2026, Crawford won't be on the list due to retiring, and there will be a juggling of the names that you find on the list presently. But if you take a close look at this, and we talk about making the grade, the men who are on this list are deservingly there because not only have they accomplished the popularity of the sport, they have accomplished fanfare and support. They have accomplished, some of them, conquering their contemporaries in their respective weight classes. Now, there is one name on here who is being taken out of this consideration as we move to 2026, and that will be Gervonta Tank Davis. But I don't have a renewed list for 2026 yet. I'll be working on that as we go to January. But some people may wonder why Tank would be so high on that. some people would wonder why Arthur and Dmitry Bivol would be on there. Now that's the rating between those two, because Dmitry should be over Arthur. That's what makes me wonder if this is the correct list. Let me, because I did modify. Let me see this. I'm going to see if I can pull the modified list up. It's not much different, but there is a difference. There is a difference. Doo-doo-doo. Let's see here. There is a difference. It's top 10. Come on. Downloads. Let's see here. Okay, I think this is, oh shucks. Yeah. Okay. This is the list that I compiled from what I'm talking about. Uh, this is done from September, and I was going to premiere it on my Friday night chop session. But no time is a better time than presently, because we're closing out the year. So this is also adjusted with no longer seeing Gervonta Tank Davis on the list, but there are a couple of new additions. You got David Benavidez in at number 10 and Junto Nakatani at number 9. Bam Rodriguez has risen to number 6. Devin Haney is at number 5 with the win over Brian Norman Jr. in the fashion of how he won it, and everyone speaking prior to the fight that Norman Jr. was supposed to be the best welterweight in the world, with Jaron Ennis having moved up, and Devin kind of beat the young man easily. So you have to give him credit, because through three weight divisions, he has shined bright like a diamond. He really has. So Do a quick roll call out there. We got Eric Jordan in the building. What's good with you? Del Riv is out there. Universal Truth is back with us. Joe Townsend in the building saying salute OG, right back at you. And who else we got? Stephen L is in the building, of course, my brother. And everybody else is kind of talking to one another. Salute to all of you and thank you for tuning in this evening. You know, when we do the Tuesday tussle, man, there's a lot of people out here who don't want to, you know, respect what we do over here. And it's like they'll catch the replay or whatever. But a lot of this is spontaneous talk. I don't have a bunch of notes in front of me or anything. This list is the only thing that was prepared. And I decided just before going live that I thought I might sneak it on in because we're getting close to the end of the year. I still have to pan out my end of the year awards, which if I don't have it ready by the end of this week, maybe next week and going into the new year, I'll have the list ready for end of the year awards. But making the grade in boxing is very important. And if you look at the top 3 men on this list, we've got Terrence Bud Crawford, we got Alexander Usyk, we've got Naoya Inoue. Inoue has become an undisputed champ at a couple of weight divisions, and he has defeated top fighters that have challenged him, even though he's shown vulnerability along the way. Alexander Usyk, right underneath the rating of Terrence Crawford, has indicated even himself that Terrence should be the man that you look at as pound for pound the best fighter in the sport. But Usyk, with dual wins over the 3 top heavyweights in the world, Daniel Dubois, who was a world titleist, Anthony Joshua, who was a unified champion, and Tyson Fury, who was a WBC champion and had fought a wonderful trilogy with Deontay Wilder. Those 3 men were the top that the division had to offer, hanging around the crown, and Usyk defeated each and every one of the 3 twice. Think about that now. A man who come up from cruiserweight to defeat 3 of the biggest men in the division and 2 of the hardest punchers in the division, in Joshua and Dubois. So Usyk is deservingly up there because he was not always a heavyweight. He moved up to the heavyweight division and became the daddy of those fighters that we just mentioned. Dmitry Bivol, who has a win over Artur Beterbiev and fought tooth and nail in their first fight, but got the decision in the rematch, ironically, by the same scores that Beterbiev attained during their first match. They were supposed to fight a rubber match, and some things transpired, and now Bivol is on a different path, and Beterbiev is kind of trying to figure out what he's going to do. So, rounding out 6 through 10, Bam Rodriguez, a young man whom I've talked about having the talents that remind me of a Salvador Sanchez. Yes, I've said that, and I say that with confidence because this young man, though he's fighting down at those minimum weights, he has shown us a great deal in being able to make adjustments during fights, how to open up an entire arsenal of punches for an opponent to have to deal with. His footwork is sly and savvy. He's been dropped and he's gotten up and knocked the other guy out. So Jesse is doing very well to earn his stripes in the sport. Now, one way he can challenge himself a little bit more would be to move up to the next division in the sport. And he more than likely will do that. Right now, rounding out, like I said, we got at number 9 and at number 10, Junto and David Benavidez. Junto is this month on a double header with Inoue that if they're both successful sometime in early 2026, they are on a collision course to meet one another finally in an all Japanese showdown between the best at the booger weight divisions. But will it happen? We'll have to see. Inoue has shown some vulnerabilities that put him in an unfavorable light. Junto has shown the ability to get guys out of there and get rid of them using both moxie, boxing skill, ring IQ, and punching power. A very good fight between those two it would be. Benavidez launching into the thunderous top 10 because he has now shown the desire to want to go in and fight the best. This fight against Anthony Yarde that he just had was a great performance. I knew that he was head and shoulders above Yarde, but the fact remains is that he decided to take the fight. You see, he could have decided against taking the fight and found himself in a situation where he took a lighter touch. Remember, just earlier in the year prior to Yarde, he had faced David Morrell in a fight where he touched the canvas for the first time in his career against top flight opposition, and he's shown himself to be resilient because he came back against Morrell and kind of gave Morrell a workover and made him be exposed to the fact that he possibly wasn't truly ready for Benavidez at the time that they faced one another. So that's something to consider. At number 8, we got Shitty Cuz. Now, the thing about Shitty Cuz at being at number 8, he could have been higher had he taken on either Devin, Oshaki, Tank Davis, Matias. Even the fact that you could look at the likes of Regis Prograis. But Shakur, and definitely if he decided to take on Keyshawn Davis. But Shakur has worked himself in a position where he's basically all chatter, man. And now that he's got this fight coming up against Teofimo Lopez, there's a great chance that he could possibly lose for the first time as a professional because he may not have eyes on the prize as he may need to. There are opportunities for him to do some things, but he seemingly always takes the detour. And you have to be concerned with fighters who detour their own path. Shakur could have had a lot going on by now, and he didn't. And I don't want to hear anything about, the contract negotiations and things of that nature, because what he is showing is he'd rather be friends with people instead of being a champion of people. There you go. So, that has to be said. Salute to the brother Drew Titan in the building with all 3 of the channels. Yes, sir. Jamal Davis as well. Salute to you. Convos with Cam in the building this evening saying salute Stormy B-Man in chat. Peace and blessings to you always. Thank you so much. Convos with Cam. Appreciate those videos you've been churning out. Man, it give a lot of food for thought for some of this stuff that's going on out here in the world. Appreciate that. Yeah. I'm looking at my monitor, looking at all of the fights that are coming up. Man, boxing is really on a roll right now, you guys. Really on a roll. We've got so many fights now, it's hard to keep up with everything. And I'm enjoying it because it's like, no matter what I do, I can turn on a boxing match that I haven't seen yet. you know, and that's not even going back in archives. This is present stuff that's happening. So yeah, I'm loving that. My brother 78 Sports TV in the building. What's happening with you, brother? I see you out there. Peace to you as well. So, if Shitty Cuz doesn't want to get his act together, he could fall out of favor quickly. Because notice his name is on this list, but Teofimo's name is not on this list. If Teofimo is able to pull out a victory over him, then that means that T.O. is a lot better than advertised, and we have to like zero in on his abilities more than the mouthing that he's been doing, even though it's not pleasant at all, what has come out and has been most disrespectful. What it will require is a fighter in the ring teaching him a lesson. That's the way it's always been done. But remember, these guys today don't want to face each other. And as long as they carry on in that regard, there's something to be said about that. Yeah. So we need something, you know, to come of this. Definitely. So, you brothers that just popped in, you see that list, my Thunderous Top 10 out there, which is a sort of pound for pound, but not strictly relegated to pound for pound. The Thunderous Top 10, from Stormy's perspective, represents fighters who not only have a huge impact on the sport when they fight, but they draw the ire of their contemporaries as well as the supporting fan base for the sport. Also, that they are willing to make the matches. You see, that's important too. You have to have guys who want to fight the other guys. And the only one on this list right here that shows himself to not really be that type of guy is Shitty Cuz. There's about 4 opponents that he could have faced even up to this present moment, not including Teofimo, that could have really assisted in defining his career. And he got away from each and every one of those bouts. Now, there was a resurgence in a particular fighter in Frank Martin that could throw his hat into the arena, and next thing you know, maybe a guy like Shitty Cuz can get pushed to the side by a fighter who has more desire for something successful in the sport, and not just a guy who wants to go around on social platforms talking about how good he is and how he thinks he's the best fighter in the world, but not showing it against anyone of note. See, you have to be able to put all of that stuff together, man. Don't tell me what you think. Show me what you can do. You understand? That makes the difference. Okay, we got, I think that's EJ over there on the Rumble saying, for the Tuesday tussle, Sensei, your knowledge and wisdom is truly appreciated. Thank you so much for that donation over there on Rumble. And for any of you that are in the chat presently right now on YouTube and you haven't gone over to give me a follow on Rumble, please click on the linked pinned message up there and go to the channel and just give me a follow. That's all you gotta do is hit the follow button, and it can tell you how you want to follow. You can follow monthly, weekly, or daily. I would suggest daily because daily will give you the updates and notifications whenever I'm doing something presently, as opposed to YouTube not putting us out into the algorithm, not putting us out as far as our notifications. I'm noticing that YouTube is on something really weird now. Like I'm subscribed to my own channels, right? So if I'm watching from a different channel and I go live, I'll get a notification that I've gone live maybe 10 minutes after I've gone live. What kind of mess is that? 10 minutes in to a broadcast. What if my broadcast or the content that I'm putting out is only about 10 minutes long? Then somebody is going to miss up. They're going to miss up. And that's not good. But they do this by design and on purpose. In the meantime, they're flooding the wind gates of all of these other content creators out here who really don't have content that's worth a damn. But at the same time, they put them and they push them in your algorithm. Do you know that most times when I open my page for YouTube, the family that I'm a part of and follow, most of the time, their lives are not in my algorithm. I have to go look at them and put their name in the search engine. If you're live, I'm supposed to know you're live. And I'm getting all these notifications for these celebrity shows and celebrity gossip pages. I don't watch that crap. So if I'm not clicking on it and I don't watch it, why is it coming up on my feed? Yeah. Jamal Davis says, okay, I'll have to sign up. I've never been on Rumble. You can click that link up there and it'll take you right to my page. You don't even have to sign up for it yet. You could just go over there and give me a follow. Sign up at your own convenience. The objective is to get you guys to follow me over there so I can soon go live from their platform and not have to worry about interference being run by ScrewTube. Yeah. Yep. So these are the kind of things you have to be watchful for out here. So yeah. But y'all can see Stormy B-Man's new setup pattern and everything. You know, I gotta look good from a close-up, but I'm out here trying to make things better, trying to bring you better quality and broadcast. So don't give me a hard time. Just give me a hard like, That's the way to do it. So listen, that's the type of support that it's going to take to make it. You understand? So, Mr. Shelton is out there. What's good with you, Mr. Shelton? I see you, man. Jamal says, love the background. Definitely smash that like button. Yeah, man. Listen, I'm always trying to do something, man. I'm telling you. Always. Making the grade, being able to step forward, willing to go where things may not be in your favor, going into hostile territory, going to sign up with a promoter that you don't necessarily love or like, but it's order to get some business conducted, and being able not sign your life away for a lifetime, like AJ, but to understand how business works. You know what I mean? To go out there and show that you'll take on opponents that are from other nations. They may not even speak your language as good or whatever. But it's important to do these things because Not only will it make you a seasoned veteran, it'll make you a more insightful fighter where you can look at the landscape and understand how you need to move to be at your optimum. Yeah, that's very important. You see, we have too many guys out here, with their comfort pets and the the fans that protect them against all odds and all of that foolishness. It's time to get away and do away with that stuff. It's time to peel back the layers of the onion and find out the true stench of what comes from the center, And what we're finding is some of these guys stink as far as their abilities. They really do. You got guys who are hanging on to what was once a career, guys like the Charlos, What are they doing? What are they doing? They'll put out sound bites and everything like a dog that barks in the yard behind the fence, And then you open the fence and then he's looking, Yeah. No. We need to put the dog catchers out there for their asses when they like that, because that means that we'll shut them up, The pests won't be yapping all night long, They'll be somewhere with a muzzle on them, And one of them damn ropes that you put, the 78 know about this part, that rope with the loop on it that you throw across their neck, and you can tighten that thing up and stiff where they can't get close to you. Yeah. There's one out there for the twins, One for each one of them, because they mad dogs out here in the sport of boxing, thinking that they still got a shot. All these young, hungry fighters out here, and I ain't talking about the ones that's ducking each other, but I'm talking about there are a few out here that will test their mettle. And they ain't trying to see them guys. They ain't trying to see them. You know what I mean? So making the grade is all a part of that as well. Stick a fork in some of these guys because they done like last year's bread, Snoopy Mac is out there. I see you, Snoopy Mac. What's happening with you? Hen dog. Don't come in here talking about the last dragon, okay? You'll be killed. Yeah. Man, let me tell you. Coming out of this past weekend, I saw some pretty darn good fights, you guys. See, I was the only one to talk about them. There was nobody really talking about these dudes. And I'm going to tell you, there needs to be more people talking about these fighters, man. Let me see here. I'm going to see if I can pull up image file here. Let me go to my boxing non-fight images. Simpson. Oh. Hopefully that'll pull up. This fight right here, you guys, Callum Simpson and Troy Williamson. These are two fighters, super middleweights from the UK. They fought a hell of a fight for the EBU European title, and also to the BBBFC and one other title that's European grade, just under world title status. Now, Callum Simpson is a young man that has had family tragedy. He lost his sister just a few years ago, tragically, and he has been a marketed guy on the UK side of things. It's just no different than anybody that's coming out of Texas, homegrown, like Virgil Ortiz, okay? But at the super middleweight division, they had been hoping to groom him toward, world status. And Troy Williamson is a guy over there who had been campaigning at super middleweight, at regular middleweight, and moved up to super middleweight. They fought this fight. Simpson was the favor. They thought that they were going to have him prepared to launch from this fight and be ready for something in 2026, like a world title. Troy Williamson said, he said, hold my fish and chips, huh? He got in there and listen, all night long. And I did a breakdown video on, not a breakdown, but a review video on these guys. He got in there and he was throwing these counter rights over Simpson's jab. And he finally caught him in the 10th round, you guys. And that's where everything changed. He had Simpson on the canvas 4 times before stopping him. And the referee looked like he wanted to help Simpson out. One time he went down, he was asking him, you good? You good? He wasn't counting. The outside the ring counter was like 6, 7. And the ref was like, you good? Come on, Callum, show me something. I'm like, dude, this dude is worse than Richard Steele. What is he doing? Anyway, Williamson got the knockout, okay? And the status. He took that boy's dinner. Yeah. It was good. It's good stuff. But remember, I'm the only one talking about these guys. There might be some UK content creators talking about them, but I was talking about these guys. Huh? And when you got fighters like that, you have to respect what they bring to the ring. Let's see here. Another fight that took place. These ladies right here, Olivia Curry, who's from Chicago, against Kay Scott from Australia. These two fought back in September. They fought a fight of the year type fight. And here they are running it right back in November. And these two ladies, the rematch wasn't as good as the September bout. But this is what I'm talking about. Minding to make the grade. Listen, making the grade. When you're minding your career and you like, if I take this fight, it can propel me forward. Win, lose, or draw. These two women fought, and it was, look, the WBC and WBA unified middleweight title. That's what they were banging for. And they did very well, the two of them. You know? Let's see. Yeah, she's fighting out of Chicago, man. Curry. She won that first fight in September. Well, it was a majority draw, but she felt favored. But Kay Scott came back in this rematch and bested her. Good stuff. Good stuff. So, but But as I try to tell you guys, you gotta watch the fights, man. You gotta watch boxing because you're gonna gain so much from it, you know? Yeah, speaking of that pro box, Eric Jordan, that was amazing as well. In fact, I didn't even finish watching that entire card. You just gave me something to look forward to doing before I go to sleep. I can go back and revisit that pro box card. What is this? Blue Blood just did a video. Anthony Joshua was fined 43 million. I'll have to watch that after I finish my life. Man, this is freaking ridiculous, man. How you gonna find that man 43 million and his purse was like 90 million or something? Get out of here, man. These are crooks. I'm telling you, these crooks. Let's see here. Pro box. Yeah, 4 days ago. Cardenas and Robles. Yes, sir. That's good stuff right there, man. But yeah, I try to tell you guys, just watch boxing, man. Watch boxing. Watch the real stuff. Don't be just watching the guys that you know. Watch people you don't know. I got entertained by so many fights coming through the years. Guys I didn't even know. Like when I used to watch Telemundo boxing, Boxeo on Telemundo. I didn't even know what the announcers were saying or whatever. And every once in a while, they had a fighter on there that I was familiar with. Well, a couple of Mexican fighters that you ain't heard of, man, them guys be throwing down. Yeah. Well, yeah, that double knockout, I'm going to have to do a video on that. Something straight out of Rocky 1, right? Ain't going to be no rematch. I don't want one. Yeah, buddy, man. That's what it's all about. Being able to watch these fights, man. Jamal Davis is saying, you got to do a show on the Rocky series. Why I got to do a show on the Rocky series? That's a movie. And I'm going to tell you something. Where you be when I be doing shows, period. Huh? Jamal Davis, with your suggestion box. Huh? Let me see you show up over on Rumble. Huh? Following Stormy B Man on Rumble. Then maybe you can be taken into consideration. Huh? You guys always got some suggestions, but you don't want to follow my suggestions, huh? And it's kind of a conundrum that you would come in and say stuff like that, not thinking that Stormy may not say nothing to you about it. But I'm going to say something to you. You know why? Because I just made a variable of like epic proportions, letting you know that I pay attention to what you do and what you don't do, huh? And you don't support, huh? Support. Try that for a change, huh? Put that shoe on your foot and see how it fit, huh? The support shoe, huh? Does it have a nice arch in it, huh? The cushion for the heel, huh? Easy on the bunion. Yeah. Try it sometimes. He says, I don't do that because I watch all your videos, even when I'm not always live. Are you over there on Rumble with me right now, Jamal Davis? Yes or no? Don't do it first. I could tell if you're over there because it'll let me know who's over there. Yeah. Let me see, huh? Let me look. Huh? Yeah, since you got so much to say, huh? Yeah. No. I didn't ask if you are on Rumble. I said, have you followed me over there? Following me, you don't have to be signed up. That's just like on YouTube, you don't have to be subscribed to hit the like button. Huh? You see what I'm saying? Okay. Since you're going to bring your wife with you over there, that's fine. Yeah, but I've been saying it. It's like I said, you guys don't be listening to me. I said, you don't even have to be signed up for it to follow me. You could go over there and click the link that I pinned in the chat. You could go over there, click it, go up to where it says follow, and click the bell. I will see it. The bell will turn me a little red dot. It'll let me know I got new subscribers, or they call it followers over there, but that's all it is, subscriber. But you don't have to be subscribe to it to follow. And since I'm multi-streaming, both here on YouTube and over there, you're getting the best of both worlds. But, hard-headedness, I be trying to tell you guys. It is like, you think that Stormy be too harsh on, I ain't harsh enough, You need to be bleeding when I get through talking to you because you just be so stubborn and bullheaded. You guys are like oxes out there. Oxes. Be watching and stuff. Yeah, I watch every show. Don't share the content. Don't comment. Just be sitting there with that damn Snoop Dogg look on your face. Yeah. Okay, if it asks you to sign up, why you can't just do that solid for Stormy B, man? Huh? Why you can't do it, man? I see you guys out there. Y'all, some of y'all are real. Listen, I be watching everything, man. I be watching. I see what you be doing, huh? And you always got an excuse for me. Got an excuse, huh? Y'all see me, I show up on these brothers' channels. All three of my channels be subbed. Boom, boom, boom. I come in there greeting. The only time I don't do it is like I don't have time to go back and forth through the channels, but I show up, or at least one of them be in there supporting. And if I had some free chicken on here or something, I couldn't keep you out of the bag, huh? OG Mr. Mont, what's good with you? I see you out there. Salute. Yeah. If I say, oh, we got catfish, y'all be, where do I go? Where you say it was, Stormy? What's the email? Yeah, that's what y'all be doing, huh? And you know I ain't lying. Shit. Me sitting there with a toothpick. That was better catfish on that other channel. Well, go there then. Shit. Shit. It's a shame I gotta shame you into supporting, man. Y'all should just be like, you know what? I like Stormy doing this. You know, I'm gonna give the brothers some support. But no, I gotta come out and say F+ and get out of my house and all of that stuff. I think some of y'all are deranged and you like abuse, huh? Because even when I was just telling Jamal there, he was like, okay, I'm doing it now. It's like after I said all of that, he doing it now. I was like, I say, hey man, would you sign up for Rumble for me? I don't know, man. Maybe tomorrow. What? Oh man. Shit, I might not even be here tomorrow. You understand? I'm an old dude, man. Huh? I know the special effects is good, make it look like but I might not be here. Support a brother while he still got some air in his lungs. With all the chemtrails and shit that they doing, I might not be able to breathe tomorrow or later tonight. Shit. He says he's doing it now because they're making him sign in. Well, do it, bro. It's like, you know, they ain't gonna shake you down. It just appears that way. I remember when I still haven't signed in for the commercial free. So like when I'm watching my brother Drew Titan's stuff, it's commercials playing in there. But I eventually will sign up for the commercial free. It's a little fee for that, but you know, first of all, listen, guys, and I'm being very serious when I say this part right here. This is an alternative to YouTube because over there, I don't have to worry about the copyright restrictions and all of this other stuff that we run into that's called interference. When you hear Drew talking about Miguel and the interference that's run on YouTube, it's ridiculous. But over there, we will be able to really flourish and do our stuff, our content, the way we originally as creators want to do. And that's why that's important, guys. That's why that's important. He said, Stormy, you're driving me to drink. Don't you try to blame that on me, bro. No, I ain't accepting that. Listen, you know your throat was a little parched to begin with. I'll just blame Stormy. Here, baby, open that fifth for me, baby. Yeah. Yeah. See what I'm drinking? Water, huh? Well, you guys got excuses for everything, huh? I say buy some merchandise. It's winter time. Hey, the Christmas holiday coming up. Ain't none of y'all hit Stormy up for no merchandise. No, look, I got on a hoodie right now, huh? No hats, skull caps, no coffee mugs, nothing, huh? But y'all over there at them dispensaries and stuff like that, huh? At the liquor store, huh? Yeah. At the hotel, yeah. Everywhere you ain't supposed to be, you there. And that's what I call making the grade, huh? Y'all out there, yeah, I can catch Stormy on the replay. It's just a different app, bro. It's a couple things, you know. But it's overall it's gonna be better than being on here where they don't appreciate black content creators. I'll say it if won't nobody else say it. They don't respect and appreciate the black content creators. They allow, racists to come on and say all kind of stuff to us, to hunt us down in our chats and troll us and everything. And the minute you retaliate or something like that, they want to ban you and suspend your channel, huh? And all of that kind of stuff. No, we're just going to keep continuing to create good quality content and go from there. Yep. Okay, Miss Davis. She said he's trying, Stormy. Okay. Hey, listen, I just got to get a little motivation behind him. I am a coach, huh? So, hey, get in there. Grab some rebounds. You understand? Get in the paint. Get your big 7-foot butt in the paint. Yeah. But see, at least I can make y'all laugh a little bit too. Huh? That's good. That's good. But I mean, I could be fun. Listen, I can tell you all this boxing stuff and be fact based and everything. But then when I start cutting up, it's got to be hilarious. You know that. It's going to be something funny in there. Even if it's about you. But it's much funnier when it's about somebody else, though. We know that, right? So, But yeah, you can sometimes you check me out, man. You say this is you see stuff like this over here. That's my brother, Devin Haney, the Dream, huh? Only thing he didn't do is the moonwalk up in there. Yeah. Miss Davis says, I told you last time you were one of the real ones on the internet. You don't talk about that BS. No, I ain't got time. Listen, man, I don't have time for that foolishness. Huh? I will get to talking some real serious stuff now. I'll listen.
What do you think of Negroes?
As good as any white man.
See? There you go. Mm-hmm. And there's always some funny stuff too. Like, check this one out.
What's up with your face?
What do you mean?
Your face. What is that?
It's my new look.
Your new look? What are you trying to be?
Wolverine.
Like the superhero Wolverine?
Yeah, like the super.
You're an adult. You're not a kid.
What the fuck?
No. You need to change that.
No.
You gotta change it.
No.
You look stupid.
I'm not shaving my fucking beard.
Why?
Because it's fucking cool.
No, it's not. You look like a fool.
Now that dude is crazy. Hey, did y'all see them bottles of medication on the table behind his ass? She better leave him alone. Let him be, huh? If he want to be Wolverine, let him be Wolverine. Tomorrow he might want to be Frankenstein. Just leave that dude alone. All right, we got Jamal Davis. Okay, he's on Rumble now. There you go, brother. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Hold on, let me. That's what's up. Let me see here. Let me. He says, yo, Adrian, I did it. Yeah. That's what's up, man. Guess what? That calls for some celebration. Yeah, that's what you get when you sign up for Storm Your Rumble. You get Devin dancing for you, man. That's what's up. Man. Hey, I appreciate both of you, man. I really do. I appreciate you guys signing up with me, you know. That's what's up. and it just, you know, it lets me know that you guys are signed up. And I thank you all for that, because like I said, the more of you that do it, this will be a chance for me to make that lateral move, so I can go live over there without the restrictions. Without the restrictions. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. I think my brother Drew Titan may be starting Pep Talk shortly in about 10 minutes or so. I went way over to my normal time. Let me go so I can watch me some Pro Box TV. Lone Star Steph, I see you out there. Oh, is it Snoopy Mac? Is the sound clearer? Yeah, there's definitely an agenda that they have with certain people at over on YouTube. They do. We've been saying it for years, but see, now it's proven, because there are a greater party of people that are being affected by it, that we share a common situation with, and it's different, man. I'm telling you. If you're a sellout, if you are one of those people that act like what rhymes with spoon, all of that, they pump you. I get emails all the time where somebody say, "Oh, we're watching your channel. If you really want to grow your brand, we have some information for you. You can sign up with us and we can help grow your brand." Why my brand ain't growing? Because I'm being shadow banned. And then you send me these people that want to offer me to sign up with them so that they can grow my brand, but you're not putting me out in the algorithm like you're supposed to, and y'all in a racket together. But if you were naturally putting me out there, how can I have 2 million views to my channel and only 6,000 subs? 2 million views to my channel, but only 6,000 subs. Yeah, Miss Davis, that's what they're doing. They shadow ban me. I do a post-fight show. When it's on certain people, my numbers are in the hundreds of hundreds. When it's on the regular, boxing or whatever, my numbers are low. They're not putting me out there. But like AJ and Paul fought, my post-fight show and stuff, lots of numbers. But I do a post-fight show every weekend with it. Where are those people at? Only the ones who come looking for me. And then they try to act like you're doing something wrong. I'm making 3 times the content that I used to make before they took my monetization. And they constantly trying to hit me with copyright stuff. They hit me with a copyright thing last night for the show that Drew and I did, talking about Christmas stuff. And we did no more than what these damn, what they call them, review channels that review other people's stuff. We did no more than that. I played a few clips and they took me off the air for a couple of minutes. But you got other people who all they do is play other people's stuff. What is that? Yeah, Jamal, that they were messing me up. They were doing stuff, messing my videos up. Yeah, they call it reaction videos. The reaction channels always playing other people's stuff. Sometimes they play the whole material. We weren't even playing the whole material. We played a couple of clips from Christmas stories, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Frosty the Snowman, the carols, the bells of Christmas. We just played a couple minutes of this and that or whatever, and they take us off the air. We didn't end the stream because I knew that as long as we stopped playing it, they'll let us go back on. But I'm taking that show down and I'm putting it over here on Rumble. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be over here and I'm going to be able to play the music I want. Wait till you guys see my Beats with Sugar show over here, because that show right there, dedicated to our dearly departed brother Curtis Anderson, aka Kurt Sugar. When I started doing those reviews of music and artists and stuff like that, because my taste and knowledge of music is about as deep as my taste and knowledge of kung fu movies. Yeah. That's why you guys haven't been seeing that show, because YouTube is always ready to hit me with copyrights on that stuff. Yeah, that's why, and I want that, like I said, the closer I get to 100 followers, I'll be able to go live and do my thing over there. It's gonna be awesome. And see over here, even when you write in the chat, if you decide to send a donation, everything is all colorful and everything. It's really cool. And I always put mine on dark mode, so my screen is dark instead of white. So it shows the colors better. Everything pops over here. Scrapbook is recovering. He was ill, but he's recovering. I talked to him last week. He's doing very good. Told me to tell everybody thank you for his for the prayers and stuff that had gone out for him due to what he was going through. But he still be out here listening and watching. You know, he does. Lone Star Steph, he says, you've been on this for a year, Storms. Well, I signed up for Rumble a while back, but only have been pushed toward trying to now make the adjustment and change because of what YouTube is doing to me. They wrongfully took my monetization away. Shadow banning my channel, over 2 million views to my channel, but only 6,000 subs. Taking my monetization away. That means somebody out there is getting my money. My money. Because I earned it. I'm not new at this. My channel is like 8-9 years old now. I should be well over 10,000 subs, well over that. These people are messing with me. But I'm not trying to go out on a down note. But just know that when I'm asking everybody to follow me on Rumble, this is what it's all about. I'm not just trying to advertise something, oh, do this, do that, do this, like I'm selling something or whatever. No. It's because I'm trying to get to a better place where I have proper representation, and my audience that follows me, I can get them the content that they want coming from me and that they can enjoy to their fullest. And you could look around on Rumble, and once you've signed up, you can see all these different content creators, the subjects that they talk about. They are not being micromanaged and silenced and censored by authoritative power. YouTube and lost their damn mind with that stuff that they do. Lost their minds. That's right, Jamal Davis. That's right. So yeah, but let me get ready. For those of you that signed up this evening, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And we'll be bringing more content. We'll be bringing you more content. I'm being asked, do I have Chime? I don't even know what Chime is, brother. And I don't profess to know all of this stuff. I heard of Rumble a year ago, went in and tried to sign up for it, but I'm learning. I'm learning stuff. But they're forcing my hand because I'm trying to survive. The biggest thing that I've said that you guys should be irate about is this. I've had over 2 million views to my channel, but I only have 6,000 subs. That does not, the math does not work on that, you guys. It doesn't. For someone to have that type of eyes on them, I should have more support, because that means that people are coming to me for a reason, or they like it or whatever. They're not coming to me to not thumb me up, to not support. That doesn't even make sense, does it? Do you put your TV on a channel that you don't watch and just have it on? What kind of foolishness is that? That's right, Jamal. That's what it's been. This is what they do. Drew Titan and I talk about it all the time on our airs. We'll have like 10 new subs. Then the next day they take 4 away. Then you have 2 subs, and they take away 3. It's like, what the hell is that, bro? Nobody subs to you and unsubs the next day. Nobody. Nobody does that. People don't have time to do that. You have to remind people to hit the freaking like button. But at least when they hit the like button, they hit the like button. But it's like not putting me in the algorithm. I'm talking about the same thing. I saw a guy, he has like 500 subs. He was talking about one of the boxing matches, not the Jake Paul thing or whatever. This was a couple of weeks ago. He was talking about some boxing matches, and he had like 8,000 views for his video, but he got 500 subs. So they put him in the algorithm over me. And I'm not comparing myself to him. I'm just saying I have 6,000 subs. I'm talking about stuff religiously. I'm talking about fighters that even other content creators are not even mentioning. And I only get 80 views? What the hell is that, bro? Those numbers don't add up. Even if I got 6,000, which is supposed to be far more, only 100 views or 80 views or 65 views. So my 6,000 subs don't want to watch my content? This is YouTube. This is not us. But don't worry, everything's gonna be good. I promise you. Promise you. We're gonna get that work in. Yep. So with that being said, you guys, I'm going to get ready to head on out of here. I thank everybody for tuning in this evening. We talked a little more outside of the subject, but at the same time, I appreciate being able to laugh with you guys. Appreciate those who signed up on Rumble. And let's get this work going. Let's get it going. There's a lot more to do. We are not finished yet. So, shout out to the mighty LDBC. And we will catch you guys on the next one.